You might think one pointing device is enough, but what if I told you that using 4 could skyrocket your productivity? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I've integrated a mouse, a touchpad, a trackball, and even a Stream Deck into my workflow, and why this unusual combination is a game changer for anyone looking to optimize their computer setup. Let's dive right in. So, what is the rationale behind this whole setup? I'm going to show you everything from here, but also I will be talking to the camera here, and I'm going to be showing you some of the stuff that is going on my screen so that you can see everything in detail. Okay, so the first really important thing here is that by having more pointing devices, you have more control over your setup, and you can really use both of your hands for productive tasks. Instead of just relying on a single hand and just your mouse or just your touchpad, you have the Stream Deck, you have the Trackball, you have the touchpad, and you have the mouse. And all of them are great for different purposes. So then, once you really start going with this kind of setup, you will realize that some of these devices are better for different tasks than others. And you will really get into the groove, and at some point you will subconsciously be able to control all of these devices in a kind of optimal way. So then you don't really rely on a single hand and you don't overload it, because let me tell you, after clicking for so many years, and I'm working in digital marketing, so it requires a lot of clicking every single day. I have developed some issues with my wrists, and now with this setup, I don't experience any pain at all. Everything is really cool. Plus, I have really improved my productivity. So let me just show you what's going on and tell you about all of these different devices really quickly. So the first one is Logitech Rift. It's the most ergonomic mouse I have ever used. It's like the best. Let me just show it to you really quickly, right? So it's not really expensive. I mean, it kind of is, but for example, if we go to Amazon.com, but it's worth it. It's like really worth it. Okay, $69, and you have it in different colors. It's like super ergonomic, and it has like many different options. So you have other options as well, like MX vertical. This is great if you want a vertical option, but if you have larger hands, because this one is slightly smaller. So my hands, unfortunately, are not that huge, but the mouse is like perfect for me. It's really fast. And like one thing to really keep in mind is that the DPI level. So how many pixels can it cover on your screen? Because for example, if you have a 4 screen, like a large screen like this one, you really need a mouse with loads of DPI. So I think this one has 8,000. So I would really aim for something that has like 8,000 DPI at least, or at least like 6,000. You know, they don't say it here, but from what I think. When I was buying it, I think it was around 8,000 DPI. So it's like really fast. And it has this amazing app called Logi Options. Logi Options Plus. And you can really set it up the way you want it. Okay, so it's not only like super ergonomic because you keep your hand in like a vertical way, but as a bonus, you have these buttons over here, like classic, forward and back buttons, but you have the scroll wheel as well, and it's extremely quiet when you use it. And it has this really kind of nice rubbery material here, so it's really nice to touch and it won't slip. And it doesn't have any cable, just fully wireless. You just need to connect like a little thing to your USB port. It's somewhere out there. Okay, and then once you go into this device, you can also set it up the way you want it, right? So you can assign different functions to these buttons. For example, even this little button right here, you can either change the speed, but you can do like whatever you want with it. For example, open ChatGPT. So you just click on that button and you are already in the ChatGPT zone. And you can assign different buttons for different apps that you are using. So this is really amazing. And then you can set up everything here with the pointer speed and scroll wheel speed, also horizontal scrolling. So for example, if you just hold Shift and then start scrolling, you will have horizontal scroll as well. And you can switch between different devices. And you have some advanced options, Flow, Logiflow. So you can just control multiple computers seamlessly. So this is like some really advanced stuff here. I don't really need it right now, but just these options are great. And then you can just set it up, for example, to be like really fast, and you can cover loads of screen real estate extremely fast. Okay, so this is like the mouse thing. Then we have this, our famous MacBook Pro touchpad. So this is one of the best touchpads, if not the best touchpads on the market. So it's also just like the surface is beautiful. It's big, so you can also cover a lot of ground, but it has some extra options. So here we are again talking about like the versatility of all of these devices. So for example, with this touchpad, you have gestures, okay? So it's like really great. For example, I'm sometimes using like the mouse with just to click around, point, drag and stuff. But this one is really great for gestures. And let me just show you some of these gestures. They are going to improve your productivity by quite a lot, I would say. So you just go to settings if you are on a Mac, okay? Trackpad gestures. And over here you have tracking speed. So I always like to do it as fast as possible because I'm so productive. Then light click. Then like this is really important. I don't know why isn't it available as a default setting on a Mac, but tap to click. Okay, so I don't ever click on my touchpad. I don't ever do it. I just tap, just a little tappa, and you are already in the game. Then you have scroll and zoom. So natural scrolling, zoom in or out, smart zoom, rotate. So you can do it all with your just fingers and touchpad. And some of my favorite gestures, for example, swipe between pages. Okay, so then you have, you can just do 4 fingers up and you will see all of the apps that are open. You can, just do this with your 4 fingers and it will show you your desktop. And you can kind of pinch it, sorry, not pinch it, but pinch it with 4 fingers to go to the launchpad, or, app expose, swipe down with 4 fingers. So then it will show you the whole app. But the one that I'm using the most is just switching between desktops here and just showing all of the apps. So this is going to improve your productivity by quite a bit, I would say. So that's that. And then the next thing, which is like this really curious trackball from Kensington, Kensington Orbit. Let me just show you how much is it these days. Only $44. You have some other types available, but this one is like pretty great already for $44. And now you can see that, I'm working here, but I also have this trackball, which has this left and right button. And it has this really cool scroll wheel, which is quite precise, and you can also adjust it the way you want it. And of course, you have the trackball itself, which is extremely precise, and it's extremely fast, and it can gain this level of momentum that when you just push it further, it will go even further. So this is fantastic if you want to just drag and drop things or go to other spots around the screen really fast. And it has an app as well. So Kensington works. You can assign different actions to these buttons, but I just have like the left click and the right click. I don't really need the other options really. Then you can select the pointer, so you can make it really fast, enable acceleration. You can set custom speed if you just hold some kind of modifier button. And you have scrolling. You can change scrolling orientation, scrolling speed. So this is really helpful as well. And finally, okay, so let me just show you. We are here on Project Gutenberg, The Great Gatsby, right, by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Look how fast can I scroll through this thing. And it has this momentum here as well, right? So I have like 3 scrolling devices. For example, this one is from the mouse. It's quite fast, but it can still be precise. Then you have this one from the trackpad, which is slower, so it's more chill. And this one is extremely fast. I'm talking fast, fast, fast. And finally, we have this Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck Plus, right? Amazon.com. Elgato Stream Deck Plus. Right now, $176. So this is also pretty great. You can assign anything you want to that thing. So I'm using it for productivity as well every day. And I have like different options set here as well. For example, on one of these knobs, because you have 4 knobs, you have 8 buttons, you have the screen over here. You can also switch between different apps. So for example, on this knob, normally I have Zoom, which is very helpful. This one, I can just switch between spaces really fast. Then this one is for volume, and this one is just for brightness. But the really cool thing is that you can assign different functions to different apps. So for example, if I just go to Final Cut Pro, then it will suddenly change to all of these functions that I have set for Final Cut Pro. And if you are just working in, office environment, if you are creating video, or even if you are just working in some kind of digital marketing environment, this is extremely helpful because you can assign different buttons to, for example, open all of your ad-related products or analytics. For example, I can just press this button and it will just open all of my favorite reports on Google Analytics, so it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And then you just use all of these devices in concert to achieve like the highest level of productivity. Now you can become a virtuoso of just all of these devices. It took me quite a while to create this setup, but I have found it extremely valuable. So I hope that it's going to be helpful for you as well. And if you like this video, please just hit the like button, maybe share it with somebody who could use it. And I'm going to see you in the next video.